What is good, all of you beautiful people out there? It is me, QTV, emphasis on the QT, Quackers TV, your local friendly neighbourhood quack dealer here, back with another video, back with another rebuild. Today we are taking on one of the biggest and probably most hate-filled rivalries in Italy. We are taking the side of the Sky Blues. Yes, I said Sky Blues because they're the originals. Fuck Man City. Lazio. Tomorrow we will be taking on the reins of their rivals, Roma. But as we take a quick detailed glance at their team, one thing becomes very, very clear. And that is that they are quite ridiculously old. Their left midfielder, the man responsible for running the entire left side, I believe is Senad Lulic, a 33-year-old Bosnian. No disrespect to Lulic, because he is a fantastic player. Anyone who used him on Football Manager about 5 years ago will know that boy could do literally anything. But mate, you're old. And you're slow. So, we need to get this team a lot of players entering their peaks rather than leaving them. Because other than Luis Alberto, Joaquin Correa, the cheeky SMS himself, I guess you could say Mobe's maybe nearing the end of his peak now. They don't have many people. For that we need money. Locatelli's in, Luis Felipe's out for about 7 million profit overall for accounting trades. I think any Italian team, you're probably going to hate me for signing this lad for any Italian team, but Alessandro Bastoni, left-footed centre-back. If you're playing a free-back, you need a left-footed centre-back. It's just a fact. If you don't have one, you're missing out. Champions League winners won without left-foot centre-back, but suck your mum. John Coop Miners for Matteo Pistachio Nut himself. Easy trade. You're thinking that's a CDM. You just signed Locatelli. Why do you need a CDM? John Coop Miners, he's going to be our centre-back. Yep, we're going to switch things up like we did with Ndidi at Arsenal. John Coop Miners is our centre-back. Final signing of this window, Riccardo Orsolini, the man known for absolutely ruining that one youth player's career. If you haven't seen the clip, just type in Orsolini score on YouTube, because by God you need to see it. He's probably going to be our cover left back now rather than our out and out left back. But throughout this window, one thing kept happening. We kept getting bids for Ciro Immobile, and every single time negotiations broke down. If you're going to come for our star man, don't come limp dicking us. Don't get us all excited and then have erectile dysfunction. If you're going to bid for Immobile, bid for fucking Immobile. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. As you can see though, team's not only looking much younger, much piffer and much fitter, it's looking ready to win. As Spezia met almost immediately. 1-0, Luis Alberto with the goal. My God, Liverpool, what were you doing when you let him go? If you haven't noticed a couple of sounds in the background, my phone keeps slipping off because it is the middle of the summer, so I'm wearing shorts and making this video. If you're wondering where I have been, no, I didn't get lost going for milk yet again. I've been recording a video for you lads. And believe me, it will be out on Monday, and it is the single most painful video I've ever recorded. And I did a Pokemon video, which I'm going to do more of, by the way, in case you're just sitting around waiting for him. Painful though, that's the word to describe our season so far. 13th in the league. 13th in the league. Delightful. Delightful. But you know what is delightful? Money. And we got some more of it. 30 million of it to be exact. Dusan Vlahovic. Hope I didn't butcher your name there. For Vedal Muliki. Definitely butchered his name there. Pretty straightforward. We didn't have many backup strikers, so we're going to swap a backup striker for a better backup striker, because, you know, you can never get enough backup strikers. Finally, though, a team by the name of Internazionale, Inter Milan, somehow got money despite being one of the most broke teams in the world right now. That's probably hyperbole, but, you know, I can't pronounce hyperbole, so who gives a shit. Sold Immobile for 160 million. Lautaro Martinez in for 85. You're going to be thinking, mate, you're such a little bait prick, aren't you? You're always signing the same players. Yeah, I am, to be fair. Lautaro Martinez in, it's pretty straightforward. He's used to the league. He's a bit younger. He might be a lower rating, but again, he's a bit younger and he gives us room to make other moves, like this one. Paulo Dybala, straight swap for Jock and Cray plus a lot of cash. I don't mind if I do. Unfortunately for me though, it's not just my choice. It's also Piemonte Calcio's choice. And Massimo Allegri, their new manager, somehow got much uglier and much younger, was being a prick, so I couldn't sign Paulo Dybala like I wanted. So our team's stuck just the one change so far, but maybe two. Mikel Oyarzabal, you know. You feeling like a bit of an Italian adventurer? I was gonna swap Correa. 14 million for Cray, that's a good offer. Oh, bye. So yeah, boys and girls, Lautaro Martinez for Ciro Immobile, the only change going into the knockout stages of the Champions League. Marseille up first, you see that? You got some hope. They're trying to match us system for system. They seem to be forgetting we have Quackers TV at the helm, and they have a race driver at the helm, who I'm pretty sure is left now. Andre Villas-Boas can't handle it. Those kits must have been fun for the fans to watch. But you know what was fun for our fans to watch? A bit of extra time and a bit of a big fat dub. Locatelli sent off early, but Lautaro El Toro, the ball himself. Gladbach. We've got Gladbach in the quarterfinals. Fucking. I'm sorry. If any of you support Gladbach, you know, big respect to you, but we have Gladbach in the quarterfinal. We have Gladbach in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. So let's see how this one goes. I think I could probably make a couple predictions. Yep, that's about right. 2-1 in the first leg. The second leg, I doubt it's going to be much harder, to be honest. Let's get this out of the way, boys and girls. 2-1 in the first leg. Next the second. Come on, just batter them because it's back. And they're not even playing Neuhaus. 1-1. They subbed Neuhaus on, and he did get a goal from, to be fair. Got him back in the tie, but too little, too late. The little boys from Gladbach did a job. Who have we got next? Come on. Just give us like Shakhtar or someone. Oh. In the next round, we have Gladbach's bigger, older, stronger brothers, but we quite convincingly clocked them as well, because we are Lazio, and we are the ones who knock. Probably could have thought of something funnier there, but I'm not funny. 2-1 in. Yeah. I was going to go off on something there, but we're in the finals of the Champions League. Before that, we've got the finals of the Tim Cup, which, you know, we're probably going to batter everyone who comes our way because we just beat Bayern Munich. So yeah, we're in the finals of the Champions League in my first season. This would be the earliest I've ever won the Champions League. And considering I've never lost the Champions League final, although this is easily the worst team I've had in the Champions League, I'm not quite sure where to go with this because I didn't expect this, I'm not going to lie. 5th place for the season, a pretty incredible recovery from 13th. They say it's unlucky, we said we were just giving everyone a head start. Strakosha with a disgusting ratings boost all the way up to 87. Acerbi down 1, but you know, he's getting on. He's an absolute hero. If you don't know about Acerbi's career, the guy battled cancer, came back from it, and has gone on to become one of Italy's starting centre-backs. The guy's just an absolute hero. The rest of the team growing pretty promisingly. SMS and Luis Alberto looking like midfielders who can run the ting. Lazzari looking like someone who wants to be replaced. Lautaro Martinez only up 1. I'd hoped for maybe a bit of a bigger boost, but overall that team is very, very decent. Only one rated player below 80. Kevin De Bruyne though, not gotten his eyes absolutely clotted and disgustingly brucked up by Antonio Rudiger, unfortunately for us. Lautaro Martinez though, he needs to lay claim to a crown. When we sold Ciro Immobile, everyone's going to be thinking, including you lot, this lad is a prick. Quackers, I hate you. Your father clearly doesn't love you, and yes, you're correct, but that is not why I sold him Mobile. I just think he's too old. And I'm a FIFA player, so if you get over the age of 30, as I say as a 26-year-old, you're too old. We all know once you reach 30, you get a limp dick, you lose a foot of height, and you lose all your hair. Ciro Mobile is a handsome lad. I'm just saving him from having to experience that in Italy. Well, in Lazio or Rome, because Lazio's not a place. Anyway, as you can see, we have the plastic bag look on. We do look like a bunch of recycling bags as we play against Man City because they won the coin toss. So they got to wear their home kit. But we have kickoff and we have Kevin De Bruyne and Bernardo, so we're combining. Thankfully for us, FIFA, as always, up to date on the rules. We'll know the double jeopardy.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Generally though, is any company lazier of the rules than EA? Back passes? Nah mate. Handballs from goalkeepers outside the box? Nah mate. Offsides when a player from the other team passes you for a goal? Nah mate. I don't care if we're 1-0 down, but EA, get your fingers out and start watching football. I don't know if they're like, if Canada's like stuck 15 years in the past where like all these rules haven't been invented yet. But seriously, it's a bit of a joke. Oh my god, look guys, we have one player kickoffs and you can call players into the goal kick box because they're simple to implement. But no, we won't make it so that the referees see through. If it hits the ref, Lamau, fuck you. Anyway, as you can see, Quackers makes some changes and SMS drives his team forward. He may not be the captain, but he is absolutely the leader. Orsolini. But we come forward again and Man City able to defend, send a huge ball out to Raheem Sterling, who somehow wins the knockdown. Kevin De Bruyne, a beautiful tackle from Acerbi, is promptly given as a foul. And I have to say, ref, you are a prick. A quite beautiful tackle from the Italian, the Picasso of the tackling art, and the ref takes a dump on Acerbi's chest. Kevin De Bruyne from range though. We all know Kevin De Bruyne in big games only does one thing, and that is bottle it. So that is an unsurprising outcome from that free kick. If you're wondering why the highlights are going a bit longer, I didn't want to give away I got to a final this quickly. But speaking of finals, big players cup. Speaking of finals, big players come through. Martinez says, Rodri, mate, you might want to get your shirt out the washing machine. Rodri says, El amigo, what? He says, because you've just been put on a spin cycle. Lautaro, the ball, Martinez, levels it all. 1-1. I ain't saying one to love or whatever bloody Americans say. This is English Football Associate. Oh my god, they call it Association Football. That's why I call it soccer. I'm such a genius. Lautaro Martinez gives me a chance to breathe, gives you lot a chance to admire something that isn't my awful, awful vocals. Makes it 1-1 with his typical, I'm not quite sure, I'm going to say it's bullhorn celebration, but he has grabbed the ball by the horns because we come forward one more time. SMS into Lautaro, who finds Joaquin Correa. Joaquin Correa living up to his name there as he looks like a joker. But Luis Alberto gives him the chance to win his Oscar. And just like Joaquin Phoenix, the man rises later on in his career. He has got the Oscar. It is 2-1 to the 10 men of Lazio. You lot didn't really believe I would tuck my tail between my legs and run. Fuck to the no. 2-1 to the boys. Lazio on their way wearing the recycling bags as kits to lift the Champions League trophy. But Man City with one final attack before half-time surely won't lead to much.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Kevin De Bruyne is one of the big greatest bottlers I've ever seen in my life. If you watched the Champions League final before he went off, bottled it. If you watched him in the World Cup semi-final, bottled it. If you watched him in the European Cup semi-final, if Eden Hazard wasn't on that pitch, France would have probably beaten them about 5-0. Kevin De Bruyne in big games never performs. I know you can speak about Manchester derbies and all these things. They ain't true big games. I mean cup finals. I mean the biggest games of all. And Kevin De Bruyne is the biggest bottle job in history, in my opinion. And I watched Thierry Henry bottle final after final. Joachim Cray though bottles another big chance, but Joachim Cray gets another chance and bottles another big chance. The man might as well be working for Coke. We come forward though. Locatelli on the edge. Will he go for it? Yes, he will. Oh my god. Senad Lulic versus Sergio Kun Aguero. And this is why I rated Senad Lulic. The man may be old. His legs may be gone. He may have lost full sphincter control. But he can still defend with the best of them. Manuel Lazari, definitely not his name, comes forward and finds the ball. A huge block on the line by the City defender, but the attack has not ended here. This run of play for the last 5 minutes has been absolutely ludicrous. Quackers can't defend, but the man can attack, and Man City get back because Joaquin Correa just gave you the smack. 3-2 to SCSS. I don't even bloody know, Lazio. I am taking a bow because I deserve one. Joachim Cray, the player I stayed loyal to, the player I refused to sell even when I got all of those great offers for Oyarzabal and Dybala. I said no, I don't want Dybala and Oyarzabal. I wasn't the one offering Correa, I promise. I said nay, and Correa has chosen today to make Man City pay. And I will now stop rhyming like this is a spell book for 12-year-olds. Locatelli though, the man who has run the show. I put him at left back early on. I've put him up to CDM now, and my god has he been glorious Carius, glorious Carius, glorious Carius, glorious Carius. Yes, I have got a quite immaculate voice. Yes, I do not know what was going through Ederson's mind. He must have thought, I'm Ederson, that's Lautaro Daddy. Daddy, please love me if I give you this ball. Lautaro enjoyed playing with Eddie Daddy's balls. All I know, 4-2 with 10 men. And people will still claim I'm not the greatest criminal player of all time. To all of you, I say, go and suck your mama dry like your dad does. Simple, effective, just like Riyad Mahrez's finish here. In the 69th minute, I'm not going to say it, so you lot can all think it yourselves. Riyad Mahrez makes it 4-3. The game isn't over. Lazio supporters had already been celebrating. They had already started to go and celebrate outside Francesco Totti's office, singing Champions League, you'll never sing that. But they're going to get to continue now because Lautaro Martinez makes it 5-3. Man City, what are you doing? I've seen players bottle games. Wait, can I have silence quickly? He said in a cheeky DM. It's a success! SMS sent the DM and he got a reply because he's a famous footballer, so most of them do. A cheeky little dink over Ederson. The girls are going to be slipping into his SMSs with those ones. The man is looking like an animal. I've got to say, Luis Alberto, Manuel Locatelli, and Sergio Milinkovic, I don't know I call him Sergio, it's clearly Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, take a bow because you have been nothing short of exceptional. They have single-handedly destroyed Man City's whole team. Those three in midfield, I'm going to say it, they have genuinely been the best midfield three I've used in the career mode. They have been unbelievable. Joaquin Correa, looking like an angel, running through now, and can he seal the deal in style? I feel like Barack Obama, because yes, he can. 7-3. After playing 80 minutes with 10 men. Lazio have promptly scored 7 goals against Man City. Ederson getting sat the hell down. Joaquin Correa, as I've already said, looking like Angel. No, there isn't any relation. It's just quite ironic that there's Angel Correa and Joaquin Correa, both from Argentina, and both... they actually do look kind of similar. As you can see though, boys and girls, Lazio have won the Champions League. Gotta be said, puts them at a pretty huge disadvantage when they play Roma tomorrow in the final episode of the Rebuild Challenge. What can I say though? Is this my greatest achievement in career mode? No, that comes out on Monday. What I want for you boys now though, let me know down below. Who do you think is going to win Euros? Who do you think the dark horse is going to be? And who do you think the biggest flop's going to be? Why? Because at some point during the week I'm going to release my very own prediction video for Euro 2021. And if you don't know about me, I'm a football savant who knows literally everything. I'm not just pretending because I play FM that I'm a genius about football. Yes, I am doing that. Boys and girls though, thank you all so much for coming. As I said, let me know down below your predictions for the Euros. Have a good one. Quack us out. Peace.